Hey Gus, before we start, stop with the tech deck for now.
Sorry.
Before we start, did you happen to hear me last night? Thrashing around the kitchen, squealing like a pig.
Did I hear you?
Breaking glasses and.
I thought that was the neighbor upstairs. That was you out here?
No, that was me out here. And it's kind of the one thing we talked about is if you don't want me thrashing and squealing, what don't we do? Leave the ketchup out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me ask you something. Did you like it when I was squealing and thrashing? I know you know it wasn't the neighbor. Because I saw you walk out and I saw you freeze. And I saw you slowly and comically like a cartoon like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo step backwards. There might have been a dog behind you like Scooby, but I did not see it.
I didn't use ketchup yesterday. I don't think that was me, man.
I'm pretty sure it was out on the counter. And I was squealing and thrashing around like a pig, going, "Ree!"
I definitely heard that.
Squeal!
I heard you doing that a lot.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't leave the ketchup out, though?
Well, no, I had fries and I used some ketchup, but I put it back. So you must have gone out there and put it on the counter.
Yesterday I had a PB&J sandwich. I had a bowl of ramen noodles.
Did you have ketchup
let
with
me
either?
finish. I had a PB&J and a bowl of ramen noodles 2 separate times, and I had a piece of ham and
Did you have
cheese.
ketchup with the piece of ham and
I
cheese?
didn't have any ketchup yesterday, not one
You're
bit.
sure? I know you're always talking about, what if a PB&J was a PB&K?
Nobody has ever
sure
said
you
that.
said that. I'm thinking of it now and I'm picturing you saying it and I'm having a hard time, but eventually I'm getting there.
You're having a hard time picturing me saying that.
Saying PB&K, but now that, can you say it really quick?
PB&K.
Now I got it.
You just created the memory now.
Okay,
that never
so
happened.
we'll just settle it. We'll start the podcast. You left the ketchup out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gus Eddy podcast.
Stupid, man.
Nobody's
stupid.
It's a fucking dumb bit. I love it.
Let's just for 2 hours I'll do tech decks and you just go
tech decks on the table. Anybody driving, listening to the podcast is just like.
You ever almost get into a car accident at all?
A couple of times. I have never run into somebody. I have never gotten a speeding ticket. I am what they call a good driver. But I've had Dumbo brain people do that to me before.
Uh-oh.
One time I was visiting my friend at U of I, the University of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to dox the college.
They're toast, buddy.
And as we were leaving, it was me, Tony, and my friend Brandon. And somebody was, we were just going straight down a road, and somebody was turning out of a Lowe's, like, hardware store.
Yeah.
And just completely just didn't see us. They were in a pickup truck and just almost T-boned us completely. And I just sped up and then honked a lot.
The hell, dude?
Yeah, I've had a couple of those where, I've talked about it. Some trucks have tried to run me off the road this summer.
Yeah.
But what about you?
I've never caused any accidents, too. I was in a minivan one time in the high school parking lot with a dude as he was backing up and telling me a story, and he was like looking in his mirror and looking at me, and he fully ran into another car.
Oh.
And it was like, dude, that was like a 20-mile-an-hour backup. He was just like, boom, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I've also almost like eaten shit when I was driving before. Like, you ever have on those big Wisconsin or whatever interstate turnoffs where it's the giant loop and then it just loops you back on before?
Yeah.
I was in a snowstorm one time going back from college, and I was taking one of those, and I hit the slush, and I skidded around at least half of that thing, and I was screaming. I was just going, ah! That was a bad scream.
Oh, you just ended the story on the ah.
Yes, ah.
I remember when I was 19, it was right when Tony and I were first, I didn't really drink in high school. We talked about this. Both of us didn't really. But when we had started like drinking in college and watching Christmas movies for the first time, it was this like, oh, we could get like pretty drunk and watch Home Alone, and that's fun. Hence my passion for Home Alone.
There's it.
But I really wanted some hot chocolate, and it was snowing a lot. And I was going to, do you remember for our old house, that Walgreens, that intersection with like a Taco Bell and a McDonald's?
Yeah.
And so like I'm going to the Walgreens and it starts to go downhill. Not a lot, but it's just fresh enough snow where the roads are super slippery, and I was an inexperienced like snow driver at the time. Yeah. And so I just started like going down and heading towards, somebody was turning out of that Walgreens, and I was just kind of headed straight for them. Brakes didn't work. Even did the like, the remember driver's ed in your brain and actually try and do it right. Nothing was working, and I'm headed toward this guy's bumper, and the second I'm about to hit it, he just like speeds up and gets out of the way, and I was just like, oh, thank God. So that wasn't fun.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, and my car was not a new car, but it was new to me at the time. So that wouldn't have been good at all.
Did you enjoy driver's ed? We had a stone cold, steel hard fox older lady that taught, and she was just a dick to everybody.
You did it in your school?
Yeah.
I did it outside. Most people around us, because our school program was like kind of bad. It was it's called A+ driving, and it was near. Oh wait, I don't live in that place anymore. It was near my old place. It's actually right near my barber that I love.
Yeah.
And the guy and the two teachers for it, I think they're married or dating, are incredible. They're awesome. So they were just like super fun. Everyone was like, you got to go to A+ because they rule. So if you're in the suburbs of Chicago, go to A+ driving.
Have an A1 day. We had, this lady, she was maybe, like 55 or something like that. But she was just a no-nonsense kind of lady. I think she worked in law enforcement or whatever, too. And the thing is, most people hated her. But I found out it's like, she was pretty fair, but she was kind of unreasonable at times and shit. And she was very aggressive when you were driving with her.
Okay.
She had the classic the brake on her side of the car kind of situation shit. And there were times where like I was a fucking good driver, like country boy. I've been driving a few years before I got my license as it is. And there were times where like I was taking a left on like a green light or something, so I'd pull out and wait till it turned yellow and then start to finish my left-hand turn. And there were times where I'd go through an intersection and I would do that shit and I'd be about to finish my turn in the middle of the intersection and she boom slammed on the brakes. So I'm just sitting out there in the middle of a red light then. She's like, Jesus, you can't do that. I was like, we're in the middle of a fucking intersection.
Yeah, Jesus.
I didn't like it.
That's the thing is, you can't really convey it at the time because I've seen both of us drive. We are both very good drivers. But when you're 16, they don't trust you. Yeah. And also, you're not that good. But, like, they don't trust you to not be a maniac. Because there are kids that are 16 that are terrible at driving. So, yeah, they just don't trust it fully. And it's just like, no, listen, I'm one of the normal ones.
Yeah.
Just, like, just tell me, and I'll register that, and I'll never do this thing again.
And there's there, baby.
I'll say, and I know my dad listens to the podcast sometimes, Dad, get ready. You're in the Eddy zone. But no, it's I'm a good driver because of my dad. My dad was an incredible instructor for our drive time stuff. But the first time I drove around our neighborhood, he insisted that I was about to hit a car on a curve that was parked, and I was not. Damn. Dad, I wasn't. And then he went home and told my mom, like, oh, Eddie almost hit a car. And then I heard him on the phone with my uncle, and he said the story again. It was like, dude, I didn't almost hit that car. So, Dad, pretty much I'll never forgive you.
Listen, you're not my dad, but just get out of the Eddy zone, guy, okay? Can't stand the heat, stay on the porch.
Sorry, Dad.
It's okay. I don't love you.
Did you just answer as my dad?
Yeah. that's okay,
hey,
son.
Hey, I gasp.
Yeah. This is just a simulation every week. No, Our Lady didn't do anything like that. There were times where
that lady wasn't as bad as your dad.
Yeah, she wouldn't go that crazy.
Love you, Dad.
There was a driving instructor in the next town over or something that had allegedly, but this is not, I shouldn't put that in the thing, that was allegedly kind of hitting on the kids a little bit, so
ooh,
can't do that.
No, you shouldn't be doing that.
You ever have a teacher or somebody clearly hitting on you?
I thought so once, yeah, when I was a senior in high school, and I don't want to share more details about it because it was just I don't want the person to be known, the teacher, because it wasn't that bad. But we were discussing. Oh, I had 2 English teachers that year, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We were doing Hamlet, and she wanted us to act out one of the scenes from Hamlet, and it's the scene where he's pretending to be crazy and is walking around with his pants down and shit. And so my teacher's like, Eddie, you're gonna be Hamlet. Called me up and then started pulling my jeans up and pulling my shirt, and literally when we got out, everyone was like, that was really weird. It seemed like she was hitting on you, and I was like, yeah, I know, it was fucking weird as hell.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't know. But I was 18, so it wasn't illegal.
There it is, baby. There it is. Dude, I can't remember if I even told you this. When I was coming out of college, that happened to me. Without revealing who it was. And again, I was in college.
Yeah.
But there was, I don't know how to feel about it, really. Clearly, I was in a relationship at the time with Sabrina.
Wait, this was very end of.
This was at the very end of
How
college.
do I not know about this?
Oh fuck! Maybe I didn't tell you about this.
Maybe I do know about this and I forgot. That's
Yeah,
just, go ahead.
You blocked it out. You repressed my memory for you. No, but it was a woman, without any specifics, department or anything. But it was a woman that I worked very closely with for all 4 years of college.
I do remember this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm a good friend. Go ahead.
And like we were always really cool with each other. I won't say what part of college we were involved with, but I always was just like, hey, this woman is a really cool instructor. We have a great student-teacher relationship. And it was like the last few weeks of college or whatever, and she started like messaging me on Facebook and was just like, hey, this is my last night in town, like I'm all alone, like you should come over and stuff. And it was so clear.
It was while you were. It was post-graduation, right? Wasn't it when you were back in town then? Or was it while you were still about to leave?
I was still in town, but I had graduated. Yes. Okay. Yeah, but it was fully like... I saw
the screenshots.
Yeah,
I can confirm for Gus. It was very just like, hey, come on over, pretty much.
And also, it was really fucking weird because like just the week before, from some student gathering that we had been to, she had introduced me to her child and her boyfriend, and she had met Sabrina and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah,
you know?
Dude. She just wanted just a piece of that Johnson, you know what I'm saying?
Get that whole 2 inches, baby.
I just meant you in general, not your Johnson.
No, not my penis.
Okay.
Like my
There's like a you penis.
Penis. My heartstrings.
2 inches of my arteries.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that was a weird one because again, like she's a beautiful, talented woman, but also I just felt more insulted than anything. Like it would have maybe been flattering if like I was single and I had not met her fucking boyfriend.
Yeah,
and shit.
From what I remember, she had met Sabrina within like a 2-week period of that text message.
It was within 1 week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it was the same time when you met her boyfriend, right?
Yep. So it's just like,
oh man,
because that's somebody that I would have wanted to kind of keep in contact with, you know. I'm back in town. Like, do you want to go grab lunch with Sabrina and I or something like that? But now it's like I'm absolutely not doing that. Like, you're clearly trying to like fuck me, you know?
Yeah.
Just a problem I have everywhere I go.
Problems, so. Yeah, well, it's hard to make friends out here because every time Gus and I go over to a friend's house, they're like, "Can we fuck both of you guys?" And we're like, "Come on."
We say, "Will, Michael, every episode."
Seriously, like you're gonna tase me and then ask for that? Come on, Michael.
That was it. Michael was just tasing us so that he could get in.
We got to get Will on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get him. Will was out when Michael was in.
We both the boys are primed and ready for the podcast, but Will was on, I think, vacation, right?
I don't know.
I think that's what Michael said. And then I said to Will, I think you were on vacation, and he nodded, but we were both drinking, so that does it. Who knows?
He's lying.
It could have been fucking anything.
He was at a spa.
Yeah, that's it.
You ever been to a spa? You ever been
to a spa? No, I haven't.
I be.
How was it? Wait, was it one of those? Did you have to see naked guys at that spa?
I saw some naked guys at the spa. Yeah, I did.
That was the relaxation.
That was it.
They sit you in a leather chair and they just go, look.
They said I got out of the pool and I didn't towel off before sitting in this leather chair. Listen to me stand up.
Imagine being in a leather chair in a sauna.
Oh, no. That's illegal.
You're not allowed to do that. You'll burst into flames.
We went to a Korean spa. Sabrina and I did.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It was for Valentine's Day, and it was fine. And there were areas of it that were that, like, naked part of it. I didn't go into those areas, but very much the changing room is like, anybody over the age of 40, you're hanging dong in there.
Yep. I get it now. As we get older, when I was a teenager going to the gym all the time, I was like, what's going on with all these old guys? But I get, like, you reach 60 and you're not like, oh, no, what if somebody sees my penis? Mm-hmm. Enough people have seen it by that point where you're just like, whatever.
And you don't even go to the middle of, like, whatever. You go, like, please let somebody see my penis.
Nobody's seen it in a while.
That's all I'm getting. I don't know. It was fine. It was enjoyable being in like the parts where it's like, oh, you're on a stone heated floor and you can pop into a sauna or something. But also it's like I don't really need that, you know. And I found myself getting tired. tired and like starting to fall asleep there, and I'm like, I don't want to be falling asleep on a heated stone floor, not in my home. Like,
I think you and we can reach our peak relaxation by just being in bed and having headphones on. So I don't need the whole works for everything, because it's like I'm good.
No, I'm all good.
You know what's the peak relaxation?
What's that?
Having a coffee in the morning on a lake when nobody's awake.
That is pretty nice.
That's peak silence. You could just sit.
God, that shit's good. That shit is so fucking good. Man, you're making me miss home now. I love doing that stuff. I wish I was home for the fall air coming in, you know?
Time. Wait, aren't you doing the tour there during the fall?
Yeah, but it's going to be so far into the fall where it's going to be like I missed that beautiful mid to late September to early October shit.
I'm catching the end of October going home just for that weekend. I'm kind of hoping it's still like mid-fall stuff, but I think it's slightly too late because it was such a boomer meme for it, but did you tell me or Tony where it was just like it was something about like if you're, and it's not just a Midwest thing, but like Halloween in the Midwest is like you don't get to be Spider-Man, you get to be Spider-Man with a coat on. Yeah, it's like total boomer meme, but I still like it. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
It's not a good meme, but it's very relatable.
Uh-huh.
I had to be one time I went in third grade as Anakin Skywalker, and you know how he's got that little ponytail thing? I didn't have long enough hair, so my mom just put it around my glasses and it hung down. But I remember it being so freezing that I was like, nobody can even see my Jedi outfit. I'm just like, got a fucking braid on there. Yeah. But it was like freezing that Halloween. God, I remember. Damn, dude. So yeah, that sucked.
How was Halloween growing up when you were a kid? Was there a big trick or treat scene or what?
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I remember distinctly feeling, not that it's like, I think it's parents feel sad about it. I remember feeling very bad about the first year not doing it with my mom or dad because I knew it was like a big thing for them to also do it. But I loved Halloween because it was just like you've seen my old neighborhood. It was fully just like everybody was out, and the perfect kind of generation to be was not. My sister's age was like they were the oldest. It pretty much leveled out for the entire neighborhood where like my sister's group seemed like every family that was their first kid. So then we were all like the group of second kids. So there was just like a ton of kids in the neighborhood, but we were also kind of the last. So I watched as I grew up my neighborhood just kind of die of having the childhood joy. Yeah. To the point where like right before we moved, it was like, oh, a couple of people are coming over to trick or treat. We used to be like, it was like you couldn't sit down. And now it's just like all the kids had moved out.
Damn, man, I liked that shit too. That was the same way. I actually didn't enjoy trick-or-treating as much as I enjoyed giving out the candy because we go into town.
You had a long walk. So.
Yeah, we had some. Well, that's the thing though. In town, it wasn't that bad, and we live a mile out of town.
Did everyone collect in town to trick-or-treat, not at their houses, but like around? That's cool.
Yes.
Where did you go?
Like just house to house. There were a couple main streets where it was pretty packed and you could kind of go door to door for the most part.
So like your parents then wouldn't give out candy because it was too out of the way?
Yeah, no one came out to our house. We go into our grandparents who lived right in the heart of town and we do that shit there.
Oh, cool, yeah.
I did too. Like 2 years I dressed up where I actually didn't go out trick-or-treating, and it was kind of into that age where like I'm probably too old to go and I don't really want to give out the candy yet. So what I did was I brought out like a big wicker chair and I dressed up like a scarecrow and I like stuffed my sleeves and pant sleeves and stuff with straw, and then I had a giant like mask on and I slumped over and I just sat out the front door and I just scared people.
I always hated people that did that. So
I got them real good though.
It was always terrifying because you'd walk up and you're like, I fucking know this is a person.
Yes.
We should, not that I want to end the Halloween talk because I absolutely want more. Do you want to do a Halloween episode next week?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If we have a guest, we'll force them to dress up as something.
We'll do it. Forget everything we just said about Halloween.
Yeah, fuck you. We'll have more discussions about it later.
Tony, just for the last 7 minutes, just have a big like weather alert. Me.
Yeah, which is also the end of the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just the meat kind of covers everything. All right.
All right. You want to hit some preguntas?
Let's hit some flipping preguntas. Okay. Also, guys, what are we at right now? As of taping, 98.1K subscribers.
Are we at 98.1? God damn.
We are. Guys, we're growing big. We might even be at 100K by now.
I feel like the growth has been for sub numbers has been a lot recently compared to before.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on.
It's because we're out here.
You guys are.
I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. I hate you. Get out of here. Follow us on Twitter at Eddie Burback and at Gus Buckets. At Zellawood says socks on or off when sleeping.
Off.
I'll do both. I'll fuck with both.
I can't. that seems like I'm wearing my shoes almost.
Really?
I don't know. That seems like I'm fine with it. I'm not judgy about it, but for me, it's just like your socks come off when you're going into bed.
Yeah. Do you ever like sleeping without a shirt on at all? I do not like that sensation.
I don't like it, but if it's too hot, then yes, I will.
Yeah. If I got to do it, then I got to do it. Okay.
Sometimes I will wake up without a shirt on, and I'll be like, oh, I totally took my sweatshirt off in my sleep because I was feeling hot, and I do not remember this at all.
Sometimes I'll wake up and like my little butt cheeks will be sticking out, and I'll be standing.
You'll wake up standing?
Yeah.
Where?
I'll just be like standing on my desk or like right on the edge of the window about to end it all or something like that.
Or, the Griffith Observatory.
Just like, weird.
I woke up with my cheeks facing the telescope? What the hell?
Is that the Leonard Nimoy memorial? Sorry to disrespect you, Len. We just sleeping. It's cool.
Say Lenny.
Yeah.
Good old Lenny.
Good old Lenny Nimoy.
When did he die? He died after the second new Star Trek movie. You can't remember because he was in it.
Yeah, I think it was like 2014 or something.
The cool thing about Star Trek is I've never cared about it ever.
I'm right there with you, guy. All right, 2013 he died. He was 83. That's a good life.
Yeah.
That's a good life.
Don't know the details, but
I'll make that decision for him.
83 if it was 82, miserable. Absolutely.
Fuck off.
That 83rd year though, I was about to make a reference joke that just would not land.
What's that?
I was going to say that's my favorite Disney Channel movie in reference to the 13th year when the kid becomes a mermaid because his mom is a mermaid. So
I don't know what that is. I ain't having any of it.
I remember that movie always made me super thirsty because as he's turning into a merman, they say merman in it. It's a big joke. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He starts getting super thirsty, and so like by the end of it, he's like, his friend's like, "What's going on?" And he's like chugging a gallon of water during it, and I'm always like, I gotta hydrate right now.
Damn, that's that good shit.
Yeah, so that's pretty traumatic childhood for me.
Man, I was looking at that Disney Plus thing that was going out this last week where they just had that thread of every Disney movie that's ever been made.
Begrudgingly, I have to pay for Disney Plus, and they own everything, and I hate supporting it. But what are you saying?
Well, yeah, I agree. They got a lot of shit on it. I'm tempted, but I don't have as much nostalgia because I just didn't really see Disney stuff for the most part. But yeah, I saw all the threads, and I was like, I haven't heard of probably like 70% of these movies. You know?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them, those like the kind of 70s to like 95 movies that they were posting, I had no idea what those were.
They just pumped those out.
Yep. And they just, dude, even like some of their original series for it look really good. I know you don't like Star Wars that much.
That
but
did
it's
look
like,
good.
Dude, The Mandalorian looks fucking awesome. It looks like actual movie quality the whole time because it's Disney and they can do that. Bill Burr's in that series.
I'll watch it for Bill Burr and Werner Herzog too.
Also, fucking, who's the actor that plays Gus in Breaking Bad?
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito?
Yeah, he's in it. And so it looks fucking great. In that trailer where the door fucking cuts that guy in half, that was awesome.
No, I would be interested in something like that too.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, and the bounty. I almost said, and Dog the Bounty Hunter was always one of my favorite parts.
Just Dog the Bounty Hunter and like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Hey. All right, guys, listen up. It's time for an advertisement, okay?
Okay.
Today's episode is brought to you by Candid, okay?
Yay.
Listen, let's talk about the holidays,
Okay.
all right? I know, it's crazy early to talk about the holidays, but Eddie, trust me, you idiot. You don't want to go through another holiday season taking closed-mouth photos while everyone else is grinning ear to ear, do you?
No.
Sorry to bully you back there.
Yeah, dude, my grandma, I keep my mouth closed. My grandma has to try and pry my mouth open, so it's kind of a difficult process. How's Candid gonna fix this?
Ooh, I don't know. Too bad you're a little too old for social services there, but let me tell you, guy, getting a photo-ready smile starts now, and it's easier than ever with clear aligners from Candid. Candid's aligners can help straighten your teeth faster than traditional wire braces, and treatment takes just about 6 months on average. An experienced orthodontist who is licensed in your state creates a custom treatment plan. Then they show you a 3D preview so you get to see how your little chompers look like when you're done, okay?
3D.
Look at that. That'll be so slick. Also, Candid's aligners are comfortable, removable, and completely invisible. Candid ships your aligners directly to you, so there's no hassle of going to an orthodontist's office, and Candid costs $65 or $65 like we say in the business.
Yeah, I love $65.
$65% less than braces, okay, guy? And with each aligner purchase, Candid donates $25 to Smile Train, who brings safe, 100% free cleft lip and palate treatment to children across the globe. That's great.
Yay!
Fixing those lips, boys.
Thanks,
I dig it.
Fixing those lips.
Listen, folks, get your photo-ready smile by the holidays. Go to candidco.com/Gus and Eddy and use code Gus and Eddy to get $75 off. That's candidco.com/Gus and Eddy. Code Gus and Eddy for $75 off. Thank you so much, Candid, for sponsoring, and thanks for listening.
Back to the podcast. Another question you got then?
Yeah. Does it have to be Dog the Bounty Hunter related?
Yes.
Okay. Shit, well, that's half of them. At Sky Vrain says, what's one thing that you wish you could forget just to have the pleasure of experiencing it again for the first time?
Video games came to mind. It's definitely Breath of the Wild is one of them. But I don't know. There's a lot of things like that. But a lot of them are like too personal for the podcast, actually.
And also with some of the media stuff, you never know, because sometimes you really love something and it came around at the perfect time.
Exactly, yeah.
Because like I'd be quick to be like, oh, Skyrim, if I could do that again, because I'm so tired of it. But then I'm like, but I can't start Skyrim in 2019. I wouldn't give a shit about it.
Exactly.
Like I was blown away. I used to love watching the fucking loading screens and being like, look at the reflection on the blood on the orc. You know,
yeah. And now it'd just be like, get me past the fucking loading screen.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's like, why do these exist? I think I would still fucking love Breaking Bad though if I started over again. But that's the easy answer.
Yeah.
Okay, at Kokakar TV goes, what are some things that your family or friend groups do that strangers might find weird?
Divorce. I don't know. We don't really do that much weird shit, I don't think. I think you've already told on the podcast, the grass tacos thing still blows me away.
Oh, yeah, we had to do that. In case you didn't remember, we ran out of taco lettuce, so we had to go pick some dandelion grass out there, all right? Like you do.
You know, when you're just eating grass.
Just whatever. Man, I'm sure that we're just loaded with that shit at my household, though. My mom is a big penny pincher lady. Like, she gets, for laundry, she takes, like, a bar of Fells Naphtha industrial soap and cheese grates it into the laundry machine.
Instead of detergent?
Instead of detergent. That's what she does.
Does that wash your clothes?
Yeah. No, it's that like the like the washboard thing. And then I can't tell you the last time we used our dryer. Even for socks and underwear, we would hang it on the clothesline. Yeah. But and then she saves condiment packets and we never use them.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty standard thing. Most people have a condiment drawer that's like, what the fuck's going on in here?
Yeah, but the thing is, one time I went home and I confronted my mom about that. I was like, Mom, this is the same pack of barbecue sauce I've been looking at for 5 years. There's no way this is good.
Is that Arby's barbecue sauce?
It is.
Do they actually call it barbecue?
Yeah, it's barbecue.
I like that a lot.
It's very good. But I threw them all into the garbage, which was already full of garbage, and I came back later, and then she had picked them out of the garbage and put them back in the fridge.
Ooh, wait, in the fridge?
Yeah, she kept them in the fridge.
Huh.
They're still in there. It's in a little shitty Yoplait yogurt cup from like 1983.
See, I've seen condiment drawers, not condiment Yoplait cups in the fridge.
Yeah.
That's different for sure.
Extends a lifetime, baby. One thing that she did too was like I went through the fridge and I found like various medications, tons of Advils and aspirins that were like expired by 2 years.
Would you say the fridge again or just?
Yeah, she keeps the medication just in the fridge. There's not like any like thought behind it. Like we have to do it. She just puts them in the fridge. Everything goes in the fucking fridge.
Oh,
so, yeah, which
like
is already
pencils
weird.
Or
you know, you want the lead to last, baby. No, but she went in there and I was like, Mom, we have like 3 bottles of aspirin that expired 2 years ago. She's like, no, that's fine. I was like, okay, first of all, it's not fine. You shouldn't be doing that. But second of all, this bottle is like $1 at Dollar General, you realize. You don't need to keep this fucking aspirin. She's like, no, it's fine. So I took them, I dumped them in the weeds and threw the bottles out.
And then the bottle was back with full of weeds.
Well, that's just how we do it. It's just how we do it. At Rakini says, is it wrong to call roosters cocks? Listen, guy.
No.
Nope. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm taking a break from Pregundas for a second. Well, let's open some mail.
Okay.
I couldn't find any bangers on me. All right, guys, send us some mail, but just a little bit of mail.
Just a little bit of mail, guys.
No more sending us drugs.
Why is my name on this and not both of ours?
I don't know. Oh no.
This M&N Media is the who shipped this.
M&N? M&M?
No, an N.
Oh, fuck, dude. What the hell is M&M doing these days?
You talking about their company or?
No, like Eminem the rapper.
Oh, I don't know. Probably not getting the respect that he wants.
Damn, there you go. Singing about Haley.
It's weird. Where for me, it's just like when I hear Eminem now, I just like it sounds like middle school.
Yeah, I have no interest in listening to him at all. I have so much respect for him, but I actively hear him and like I don't like to hear this anymore.
Yep.
Nope. Look at this. Boys support boys.
Heyo, there we are in Texas.
What? It says tribute for the Gus Eddy podcast 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah. For this? So this is definitely Bratz the movie.
Okay. Wait, they made a real life movie out of that?
I guess so.
Did they CGI the ladies' noses off and their eyes 10 times the size?
From what I'm seeing, no.
Damn it.
It's from 2007, and there's no note. I'm assuming they want me to react to this movie because my name was on it. So maybe. Because what do I have to say about Yasmin, Chloe, Sasha, and Jade's friendship and fashion coming to life?
Wait, Yasmin?
Yep.
Put it in the DVD player right now. This is to Bus Jackson and Eddie Murphy. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Lily and Anna. We love you.
Oh, it's the 1 year anniversary so we're so late to opening packages that we're months late to that.
Yeah. We got a magnet that says, you got this.
Awesome.
We do. I do got this. Also, we got a couple of shirts, okay? What does this one say? It says, leave this to the professional.
Dude, I love gamer shirts.
There's such a surprising... Who is buying those, though? Like the badass gamer shirts? Do middle school kids still buy those?
I don't know if graphic tees are still, like, doing well. Like, you remember that shirt after The Hangover that had the baby from The Hangover on it, and every kid you knew that had a Cookie Monster hat wore it?
That was it.
We got from Miles, we got a book called Words from Walden.
What?
And it's apparently a book with a bunch of stories from high schoolers in it.
I like that.
So that's in the trash.
I can't wait to relate to that,
I can't wait to relate to the teens.
We got a video here, and it's called Jesus Meets the Gay Man.
Wait, okay.
Wait, and don't worry, there's an Amazon note for us. It just says gamer.
Wait, do you see what Jesus is holding in the cover?
What is he holding?
Read it.
Guys, I said I hate figs.
What the hell?
A documentary by Jean-Claude Lafond and Timothy F.H. Duchette.
It says on the back, it's not a Christian film. It's not a homo film. Can I say homo even if I'm reading this?
Yeah.
It's a human film.
What?
A story of reconciliation, forgiveness, and renewal wrapped in Monty Python-like sketches and a jazzy dance number.
What the hell?
Jesus Meets the Gay Man is a fun documentary. Don't say it's not fun.
Okay.
That will have you see Jesus in a new light. This is where I would have put a rainbow light.
Whoa, dude.
I should be writing these.
You should.
While at the same time convincing you to work on your abs. What the fuck is this, dude? Curtis should have played that character.
Oh, yeah. Is this real? When did this come out? 2018. This is hot off the presses. Luke, you can see in the background there's a photo on the back here, and somebody edited over Jesus' stained glass face a photo of Bono.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
I kind of want to watch it.
All right, we'll pop it in.
We just walk over there and you can hear us faintly watching the entire movie during the rest of the podcast.
We don't even have it with the volume on. We wear headphones to see the movie. We come back.
You just hear us going, oh.
Ha ha.
Oh, that's good. No, that's good.
That's Jesus. And there's the gay man.
Oh, man. We like to have fun, man.
Oh, man.
Is that all we have for...
That's what we got for
mail!
The dog next door just fucking loses his mind.
Can I say
Yep.
that the Gus and Eddy subreddit has been fucking crushing it with memes lately?
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that they'll make memes about that I don't remember telling on the podcast. And I'll be like, wow, that's a really personal story from my childhood that there's a meme out of now that I just like forgot I told.
Mm-hmm. I don't get it. I was doing a live show too I already told you this again. I put it out there expecting you put it on the internet. Who cares? But I said when I was a kid growing up, this shithead kid used to call me Goose Poop, and I didn't like it at all.
Wait,
you know?
Did this show up at a show recently?
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
Was it after? Was that me?
No, I think it was you.
I'm sorry.
Eddie just doxed us.
Yes. But was it after we had talked about it on the podcast? It had to have been, right?
And it was.
But did that one go up before that happened?
Did what go up?
That episode, because we had stocked it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've never talked about it publicly. And again, too, it's like, it sounds goofy. When I was a kid, there was this dick kid that was a jerk to everybody, and he called me Goose Poop. And I hated it. And it sounds so funny, you know, like it's funny.
It's a bully story, though. I'm not like you. I'm not going like, wow, Gus is still bothered by this.
Yeah.
Of course it would still bother you if it's something that bothered you a lot as a child.
Yeah, like I still, like, if I hear it, because sometimes you hear it just like randomly in passing, especially being from a small town, you're out in the dock. Oh, there's goose poop on the dock. And I still, my head still goes, oh, I hate that. Like, I don't like it. And I even told it on the podcast, and I was like, clearly, I realized the irony of going to the internet and saying, this is something I don't like. Please don't say it, you know. But still, I was just like, all right, it is kind of funny, but it feels kind of weird. Like, please don't turn this into a meme. And I'm doing a fucking live show, and it's the Q&A stuff. And when it was fully quiet, there's a guy right up front that just goes, goose poop.
Come on, guy.
And I'm just like, you're clearly an idiot. Like, you didn't hear what I said. Like,
yeah.
what?
That's the thing is there are some times with this is not a 2-minute rant because honestly there hasn't been 2-minute rants lately because you guys have been pretty great.
Yeah.
But there's occasionally somebody in real life who goes like, I'm gonna go up to either Gus or Eddie and my bit's gonna be that I'm gonna be mean to them. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
We won't like you then.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, man, it's just a solid plan where I'll just walk up like we're good friends palling around and I'll just insult them right away. And it's like, why did you think of doing that? That's not good.
Is that the recent one?
One of the reasons. I don't think we should tell that story.
What if I told that story?
I still don't think you should tell that story.
Let me reword it in a way that gets you to say yes.
But yeah, so just be nice, and that's the only request.
That's the thing too, is it's beyond like it literally just happened like one time too, where it's not just like a hey fuck you thing. It's like double down, and we're right there in front of you. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's just like, come on now.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like,
we're just trying to be boys.
Like I know you're doing the joke too, but it's not landing, and you keep doubling down. on it.
Yeah, because like picture yourself in the opposite situation of like somebody isn't actually being mean to you, so you can't react like they're being mean to you.
Yeah.
But they're still being mean to you. So what do you do? And that it's like for anybody else, like picturing at home. How do you act? You just go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want a picture, or can I leave this situation?
Well, it's so interesting too, especially on the internet. Like I think that we've seen a lot more, like you said, just better interactions in the last few months. For a while, it was getting fucking annoying. Just random shit that would float to the top of Twitter or whatever, you know? Or
Yeah.
I don't know, but people have been pretty chill for the most part.
There were some growing pains, and now we're all right.
Yeah, and it always feels weird too because like we're at the point where we've been doing this shit so long that it's rarely that like one comment would ever bother us, you know?
Yeah.
Here's how I treat YouTube comments. I wait for the video to be up for like an hour. I read like the top 10 to 15 comments, and that's a pretty general gauge of how people felt about it.
Yep, I do the same thing.
I don't see YouTube comments and get bothered by them.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody will tweet at me, which is just it's a fewer batch. And I hate that still sometimes I see something and I'm like, this really does bother me. You know, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I'm human. Shit pisses me off sometimes.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Is there one that you can recall that bothered you recently? Some of the replies to you about the Canada thing bothered me.
The Canada thing is fucking outrageous. Okay? I'm gonna
just give backstory for you.
All right, here's the thing. Most people listening probably already know at this point. It's so fucking stupid. Here's the thing now. I have this partnership with Comedy Central. I am going to be sending in some content to them for this next year. And I've been uploading shit for like already this last year with them. Comedy Central is owned by Viacom, and they make all of their decisions. Apparently, some of their YouTube content is not viewable outside the United States and in some certain regions. I have addressed this multiple times. I have talked to my people at Comedy Central. There is nothing else that can be done. If you're in Canada, you can't see the Comedy Central shit.
It's Viacom, guys.
It's fucking Viacom, one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world here. Also, like, I'm at the point now where we're in these different layers of irony. There was initially this wave of people that were like, oh, boo, I can't see it in Canada, what the fuck? And then I talked about it, and then there's the meta ones of like joking, hey, I'm in Canada, and I know they're joking, but also I'm like, guys, when I put this up on my community tab on YouTube, if you don't like the video, tell me. Like, I want to get honest feedback on this video. Yeah. Like, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, if you think I'm going in a bad direction. But when all of the comments, for the most part, are about it not being available elsewhere, that's fucking frustrating.
So, yeah, I mean, you talk about what you counted, too, with the new one.
The new video, I community tab posted it on YouTube. If you don't know, it's like the little social media tab part of your channel here. I community tab posted it. And within an hour of it being up, 20 of the top 22 comments didn't delete or sort by anything else. 20 out of 22 were about fucking region locking, okay?
Yeah.
That's like all the comments. So now when I post this shit, people come to the comments and be like, what do people think? And they're just hit with a wave of like, Canada, okay?
Because the thing is, having an audience to an extent is a little bit like, and I'm saying this as not a parent, is like having a kid in a way where there's some times where you're like, I love this kid, but why is it acting so fucking annoying right now? You know what I mean? Like, that's one where it's like, I made a joke about it, saying that Gus owed me content on Twitter, pretending to be one of the Canada people. And somebody was like, well, they have a right to be angry about it, or something along those lines. And someone was like, you think they have a right to be angry at Gus for it? And they were like, well, no, I'm not justifying it. It's like, that's what you just did.
Dude, I have literally, like you said just now, I have seen a few people do that same fucking shit where I'll be like, listen, like, I'm choosing one comment and be like, I didn't choose this, okay? Like, this is not my case. And people will come in and say like, well, listen, you gotta understand, like, these people have a right to see the content, and you're like, you're depriving it from them. So like, they have to be mad. It's unfair that they can't see it, even if it isn't your fault. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah,
no!
Dude. That's the thing is like, and this is, it's not exactly what I believe black and white for like hard lines drawn for it, but like doing entertainment, and especially YouTube.
Yeah.
I think that people do owe a lot to the people that supported them. But when people use support as in like, I gave you all this and you won't give me this one video, it's like every time you got content, there was an exchange there.
Yeah.
So it's like, we also love and appreciate you guys. And the thing is, most people are cool. Again.
That's the thing, is it's 99.999% of people.
But people who are like, I have supported you this whole time and you're not going to give me this video? And it's like, how about the hundreds that Gus has posted before? Like, fuck, man. I just hate when I see that, even for like musicians or something, where they like delay an album. And it's like, after Post Malone, after all that we have given you, it's like, he's given you shit too. Music you like. Yeah. There's an exchange there.
It's not like you bought something and it didn't show up. You didn't even know this shit was coming. When I dropped the latest one, by the way, go check it out on the Comedy Central Originals channel. If news anchors were roommates, I made that with Jamie and Mimi and a bunch of fucking nice people, and we sent it in. We made that video.
Yeah.
Go look at it. You didn't even know it was coming. It just dropped, and then you're like, well, I'm angry because you deprived me of it. Also, with this video and every other one, you can watch it for free on Comedy Central's Facebook page.
But Gus, I'm not going to go on Facebook.
Here's the thing. I specifically saw comments that were like, why do you make me go to Facebook? And I saw multiple comments that were like, why would you make me sign up for a service? Bitch, I'm in incognito mode right now. Here's my fucking video. I'm watching it.
Oh, we might get copyright.
That's copyright free. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Not actually though. But
you don't even need a Facebook account.
That's the thing is, again, very flattering that people want your content so bad they feel that attitude. But it's like, just for a second, people that are getting mad, step outside of yourself and realize you're getting mad for free content.
Yeah.
You're getting angry. You're going to make me go incognito mode to Facebook? He's not making you do anything. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
It did turn into a 5-minute rant.
Yeah. Guys, I'll take the full brunt of this one too, okay? And again, we always joke that we end up griping about people that support us a lot. But well, it's fucking fair.
I think it's honest. I think it's the best way to go about it. I mean, because just like everybody listening, we are a fan of a lot of things, and especially like we, before YouTube working out, and still are fans of YouTubers and podcasts. And so, like, we've been in this position. And I think that's where the frustration comes, where, like, sometimes I see people who are like, oh, my God, we love you guys so much. And, like, their eyes twitching because they're so annoyed by some of the things that some of them do, but they don't feel like ranting. And it's like, the people that don't do anything annoying, you know we love you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to look at somebody who's, like, directly tweeting at me, like, fuck you, you fucking idiot. And I'm going to be like, I love your support. Oh, my God.
Yeah. We're not trying to save people. If you're somebody that's going to just lambaste us for that shit, it's like, I don't want you here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think what do you think that I'm United Airlines over here? That's you can just cuss me out and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What can we do for you?
What can I do for your experience? Fuck off. I don't want you, dumb Canadian bitch.
But speaking of that, the people that came to Buffer were fucking great.
I know.
That's the weird thing is, like, everybody we met in Canada was fucking awesome. That was honestly the most positive, like, fan thing I've ever had, where it's just super easy. And it was just like, where are these Canadians that are getting so angry at you? I haven't seen any of them. Yeah. I feel like by now some people that are just American are just trying to slander the Canadians and make the comments.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's always just frustrating when certain things don't perform like that too. Because obviously I've said before, like, this is a big new thing for me. I want it to go well. I want the people at Comedy Central to see that this is like people are responding to it.
Yeah.
And I know they're looking at the comments too. And when there is no feedback and it's just people bitching about the region locked, it's like a waste of everybody's time.
Because there's nothing even Comedy Central can do about that. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't know if people realize like what a powerhouse Viacom is. Like, I mean, Nickelodeon, you know what I mean, and Comedy Central as well.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right.
Also, they flubbed the premiere of that one, too.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I got to tread lightly here.
I'm going to grab a Dasani if you want to just ruin your career.
All right, that's fine. Here's the thing, too, is I understand that Comedy Central is this machine, and Viacom is this machine, you know? And all of the people that I work with over there, they've been wonderful. Like, I have not had any problems with people personally, but just me being a single, smaller guy on the importance tier over there, sometimes shit gets flubbed, you know? My first video that I went and I just sent in for this package thing, this news anchor one, the Comedy Central tweet goes up, and for 3 hours, the tweet announcing, like, here's the video, like, it goes to an unlisted link on YouTube. So you couldn't see it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but unlisted links, there is a lot of power to fuck up your video if it is ever an unlisted link.
Because, like, we don't really know how it fully works, but any unlisted link that gets like a decent amount of views, it registers like, okay, so the video is released. So then when it does release, we're not going to push it because it's kind of already out.
Absolutely. I have had it confirmed, like, not my current partner manager, but I've heard it from YouTube themselves. They said try to avoid like using unlisted links or sometimes private links if they're going to get a lot of views, because like Eddie said, the algorithm or whatever, it determines, oh shit, this video is starting to get views. Wow, in their first few hours, there were terrible views. Well, this means that it's not good or people don't want to see it. Let's not recommend it to other people.
Yeah, when I show videos to sponsors before releasing, I upload that version unlisted, and then I upload a separate version. That's how paranoid I am.
I do it too, because I have had videos get absolutely fucked for that same reason. Mm-hmm. I used to just take the unlisted link, I'd send it over to a sponsor. Maybe it would sometimes even get up to 20 views if there were different people were looking at it and stuff. I would go live after a few days and the video would bomb in the water. And the thing is too, I talk on Twitter sometimes, I don't know how much you do it, you know, about like when a video doesn't perform. Like, it's worth mentioning. And the thing is, every time people are just like, it wasn't a good video, I didn't like it. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. People didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's one thing I do hate too, where this is not even like an audience thing. It just seems like random people on Twitter where it's like, are you sure you're not just, and it's like, I don't complain unless there's something like pretty wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's, and same for you. That's what I'm speaking for both of us. Is like, if you're saying there's something wrong, you know your channel. You know it's wrong.
Yeah, it's like, don't you think I look at the statistics every single day, too? I even recently, as of taping this, it was like yesterday, we put up the video where you and I shot the Civil War video, okay? This is a video that was 40 seconds long, very clickable, good thumbnail, was at the top of our videos for 3 hours till the fucking mods took it off for being political. It was on YouTube trending now for all of last night, and it is still ranked 9 out of 10 in my last 10 uploads, and it is down 50%.
Yeah, it was a full, like, behind-the-scenes tank, and we don't know why.
It fully was, and my 100% theory, as I've heard from other YouTube people before, is that it dealt with sensitive subject material, Civil War, slavery, all that shit. So I think that it was stifled.
Yeah. Not because I hate censoring stuff, but because you just said those 2 words, do you think that might happen to this podcast?
I don't know, guys. I said bravery and the
biffle bore
and the dribble door. That's the gym door, you know. Go through the
Tony
dribble
just
door.
cut out the audio, guys. You know when
General you Missy's S pants
he led the charge in the dribble door
on the dribble door
to
President Abraham Vikram,
who got just blasted in the head.
Boom.
In the theater, just pow.
Boom.
YouTube's fine with that.
By Oat Milk Booth. Let's do the whole podcast like that.
Okay.
Anyway,
more Civil War. I said it again.
No, he said Sybil Shepherd.
Let's just not censor any of it. I'll
Yeah,
tell Tony not
fuck
to
it.
do
We'll
it.
be fine. If we get demonetized, we get demonetized.
That's what I like about the audio podcast is we don't have to deal with YouTube's bullshit.
Yeah, it just goes up.
Michael's episode got demonetized instantly.
Yeah,
and,
why do we think that was again?
It's approved now, but I don't. Maybe Tony said something about maybe like the subject matter we talked about during the podcast.
What was it though?
I don't remember. Well, Michael talked a lot about like hurting turtles.
What?
That was a big thing. Yes, I'm not sure.
Did you see the new Trevor Wallace sketch though about turtles and straws?
No, I didn't.
I mean, it's the age-old joke, you know, turtles and straws, bad, but it was just done so fucking well. Go subscribe to Trevor Wallace. Look at his turtle sketch. It's fucking funny.
Oh, can I say just mid-podcast too? I'm going to say this again in another podcast. Absolutely go and subscribe to Chris and Jack on YouTube.
Yes.
Chris and Jack not only they have a YouTube channel that I have loved for years, but we met them at Bufferfest and they are the nicest boys. So please flood their channel with support. I would love if it just we just attack their channel with subscribers.
Let's everybody take out your phone and tablet right now and put it close to your head and grip it with both hands and go, and then twist it so it'll snap.
Yeah.
We'll refund all of you.
And then we make sure to subscribe to them before it snaps, though. As in that moment where you start to hear cracking, start tapping really fast.
Don't even do it before. It's got to be at the last second.
The touchscreen doesn't even work anymore. Fuck.
I don't know. Those guys are cool. We should do that. How about that's the new micro segment? Is we do shine our Sauron eye of love onto a boy
Okay.
or a lady.
Well, boys can be anybody, Gus.
That's right.
You made the mistake.
No.
Get to your dick, girl.
Get to your dick, girl. So this week, go check out Chris and Jack and Trevor Wallace. Those are the boys.
Those are the boys. What was I gonna say? Oh, there's a certain video from Chris and Jack that I'm trying to think. What's like the best Chris and Jack video to show? July 6th Park is the best one.
July 6th
Not the
Park.
best one, but I think the best for new people.
Uh-huh.
Especially people that listen to this podcast. I think that would be their bread and butter.
It'll be a good meme. It's got the old movies. It's got the memes in it.
Yeah, and it's a 3-part series that is very, very funny across 3 years.
It's a spiritual journey too.
Yeah, I guess, man, if that's what you wanted to call it.
Who's been the best? Not necessarily surprise, because surprise implies that you thought otherwise, but who's been a good, pleasant-ish surprise person that you met?
Well, I fucking hate Phil, so that's not him.
That's fair.
He's just a total piece of shit. I don't know if you saw, I kind of put him in the hospital recently. He just crossed me, so I made sure that had to happen.
What did you do? What did you do to put him in the hospital? He said
I couldn't even start listing it, dude.
Well, he just said on this show earlier that he got a vasectomy, and that's why he was in the hospital.
That was his excuse. I hit him so hard in the balls that they were like, "We have to do surgery, but it's gonna be so embarrassing to tell your audience." So you just say it was a vasectomy.
The doctor told Phil to lie to people.
He was worried about Phil's image.
It's it's like in the first Jackass when they're taking the car out of his ass and he's like, "You cannot tell people." Like, don't tell people.
That's what they told Phil. I don't know who was we've pretty much everything has been pleasant.
Yeah.
I'd say the confirming super pleasant is how cool Bruce is. Bruce and Autumn are both cool, but I didn't watch Autumn before meeting her, you know. I met her through us doing Sugar Pine stuff before. But yeah, Bruce is a lovely, lovely, lovely boy.
Yeah, that's the thing is I fully agree with the whole Bruce shit too. And there's really, you got to take the word surprise out of it. I don't go into anything thinking someone's going to be a dick. Well, sometimes you do, but that's the weird thing too. Like, without at least personally listing any names, I've had the opportunity to even interact with or just briefly meet up and talk with people that are more controversial across the platform. And it's always weird when somebody that you know has done a bunch of shitty public things on YouTube is extraordinarily kind to you.
Wait, I can't even think
There's a few things.
I can't even think of the examples you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is this an off-podcast talk that we have to have?
I think maybe, yeah.
Okay, it's you saying that is, I think it's a definitely.
Well, because I can think of a few people, you know? And then even sometimes, like, interactions have been kind of public, and it feels weird to be like, I really don't endorse what you're doing, but I don't want to seem like I'm being two-faced at the same time.
Yeah, like when you went on a date with Jake Paul.
I did do that.
And it went really well.
That's the thing, is it was so savage was the problem.
And Sabrina probably wasn't too happy about that, but
no.
It did go well though, so she can't be that mad.
Not that mad. she was pissed, but like not that mad.
It wasn't like relationship ender, but like she was pretty mad that the date went really well.
Yeah. She was like, "Listen, I understand that you and I are in a monogamous heterosexual relationship. It's fine if you're doing polygamy off to the side in a bisexual relationship now, apparently. That's fine," she said. But she said, but it can't be going well.
You can't, Gus, you can't be doing that.
She said that.
Yeah. Just like that. She kept repeating
She kept doing it. On the date, she got the table over. Which
you're like holding hands with Jake Paul. Gus, you can't be doing that.
That's on me though. I should have booked all the tables for a little buffer zone so nobody was.
So at least she'd sit in the back away from us.
Hey,
Gus, you can't be. I can't hear
can't
you.
Do it. Can't
anyway, Jake.
Anyway, Jake.
You want to hit some more preguntas?
Yeah, let's look at some preguntas. At LoganBuck22 says, "What's your favorite bagel?"
What?
What's your favorite bagel? You eat bagels like every fucking day. I don't eat bagels.
It's a original with cream cheese, regular cream cheese. That's it.
Can't be doing that. There's some Civil War questions about here.
Oh, because
there's a lot of jokes and stuff too. Oh, also, I had 2 Instagram accounts today, the very, very small ones, like under 1,000, whatever, that took the Civil War video and republished it, and specifically were like, "Hey, one of the guys said, 'Hey, he's calling all of you idiots. His name's @JohnsonGus. Go send him some DMs.'"
Whoa.
Yeah, and then they were both like these big America like Instagram pages.
Whoa.
One of them, I'm really surprised because here's the thing. I almost fucking never report shit just on any platform for the most part.
That's targeted harassment, though.
Yeah, that's just like, this is his name, and he specifically was like, go do that. I don't know if it's because I have the check mark or whatever, but I just immediately reported it as like, this is harassment, and it was instantly deleted.
Whoa, that's got to be verified then.
Yeah, I'm just going around going...
With a certain situation I don't want to shine light to. Do you remember there were like hundreds of reports on that thing? And it was like, nope, sorry, we checked it and it's fine. And it's like, this is the definition of harassment legally, you fucking maniac.
It's like, you're clearly not checking it, though, is the thing. You'd think with such a high volume of, like, reports that someone would take a second to be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because you can determine in 10 seconds. Oh, that's harassment.
But, yeah, eventually they did after Twitter, which is weird because Twitter seems like more of the, like, less banning things.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was once the charges happened. Then
What's your least favorite platform online right now?
I don't like Instagram that much. I don't like how people act on Instagram. I love Twitter because I don't. Political stuff is not on my Twitter at all for the most part, and political Twitter can get pretty toxic. But there's like Russian bots all over it. So
yeah.
I would say probably Instagram. Well, Facebook's the absolute worst. I don't use it, though.
Oh, yeah. It's just trash.
Yeah.
It's absolute trash. I agree with you, too. I enjoy Reddit or Twitter the most, undoubtedly. Instagram, I don't like it. I just don't enjoy consuming it too, but I agree. People are shitty on Instagram.
The thing is, Instagram memes are great.
Yeah.
Instagram memes are better than Reddit, in my opinion, because you find that's where like teenagers are making memes, and that's where the spiciest memes are coming from is America's teens.
That's very true.
And everyone's going to say, why are you just saying America? America's the best at memes. I'm just going to say it. We are.
It's not even a competition.
I know Grande's going to fucking flip at that, and I know Dolan is as well. Listen, guys, the best memes come from the U.S. That's all I'm going to say.
Listen.
That's all I've said.
Grande, if you want to come leave Malta and come over here, that's fine. We will accept you.
Be on the podcast.
Be on the podcast.
Has Grande ever shown his face?
I don't think so.
Grande will put a bag over your head.
We'll put a whole note block over your head.
Or his like Witcher note block thing.
Yes.
We would actually be good hosts if we provided him like a mascot helmet for that.
That'd be good. Like a whole marshmallow situation.
Yeah. And I will say, I think the funniest memes are from America's black community online, like Black People Twitter on Reddit and everything. Ouch. They're better at memes than the rest of us. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that community has the best memes. I don't know what it is.
I really like the Black People Twitter subreddit. It's very funny.
Yeah, but you can tell a lot of people in the comments are white people pretending to be black people on Reddit, and it's like, I don't buy it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. I also am not a big fucking fan of Reddit, just period. Like, a lot of in the last year, as I've just been paying attention to more shit, it's just like, this is really kind of a cesspool in a lot of places.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, we talked about it. You can find for just any creator that's getting posted there are just a group of people just fucking annoyed that they exist. And it's just, I think, again, the attitude for Reddit is like, I am here on Reddit. Everything is catered to me right now. And if I don't want to see it, fuck this thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no other social media works like that. If I see a tweet I don't like, I don't go, why the fuck did you tweet this?
Yeah, it's stupid. And even separately from that, because that's the case. If you go look at, like, if I have a top link on our videos, go to the bottom, sort by controversial. You'll just see it. Fuck us. You do the same for any creator that's regularly featured. The Binging with Babish's, Pro ZD, Ian Kung, like even Hydraulic Press when they were posting more. That's just, it's the case for everybody that gets featured on there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And at first it's all love. And then it's like the second they like see them for more than 5 videos, it's like, fuck this guy.
Reddit loves building somebody up and treating it as if it's their baby and saying, wow, look at this person. Lo, this is our guy. And then anytime they try to like spin off into other opportunities, it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I remember when like Babish did one of his big first sponsorship things with like Bose headphones, and it was executed super well. I saw so many shithead comments being like, wow, fucking sellout and shit. It's like, this guy has been giving you dozens of just free entertaining videos.
And educational videos on cooking.
Yeah.
I cook better burgers because burgers.
Exactly. Better burgers because of Babish.
Better burgers. What was the thing you said earlier? The fucking... the spa thing? I forgot.
The spa? I be at a spa? Or?
Yeah, whatever it was. So,
we'll do it.
Oh, man. I'll cheers to that. Oh,
clink.
Man. Did you ever put a pizza in that?
In this?
Yeah.
No, but it does actually come with a little pouch. Here,
where did you... I remember you opening that. Was that for the podcast? What did you... I remember you getting it.
Somebody sent it to me, and it might have been an early podcast thing, yes. And
it was specifically addressed to you. That's all I remember. So it might have been just an early P.O. box thing.
Yeah. Check this shit out, guys. Boom, baby. We got a little pizza koozie in here.
It's so, like, the pizza slice has to be exactly that, like, big, you know? It's pretty small for a triangle slice, I feel.
If you're going to go to the trouble to make your outfit fucking reek so you can have an eighth of a meal later on, like, this ain't it, guy.
You imagine you're doing a show on stage, you trip and fall, and pizza sauce just splats out. You're trying to, like, collect it, like, oh, fuck, I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, my pizza pocket. Oh, fuck.
The thing is, this would be a really, like, you can put other stuff in here. I wouldn't want to put greasy shit in here.
Yeah.
I'd put snacks in here.
It's just, like, a line of grease going down your stomach during a show.
So, I mean, I guess you sent it to me. That wasn't the most glowing review. Scraptown USA, if you want to pick one up, I guess.
Did the company send it to you?
Yeah, I remember the note said, I think it was like the dude, he kickstarted it or something.
That's a funny Kickstarter.
This is funny. Like, this isn't bad, but if you really try to use it for the practical reason, clearly people aren't like, oh, good, this is filling a need I had, you know? It's a joke. It's a good joke.
It would be good to go to a party with an actual pizza in there, and then just in mid-conversation with somebody, just unzip, open the packet,
yeah.
bite,
when they're talking, just, yeah.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah, there you go. Need anything going in the bag? Into the old Zaw pouch?
Also, I will say, guys, for the rest of the year, we got some guests coming up where this podcast is about to get real good.
It's going to get guesty as hell.
Yeah, we got some people that, I don't know, should we, let's just not announce
We could
it.
do a little.
Okay. Pay Money Wubby's definitely going to be on. Mm-hmm. We're recording that episode in what, like 2 days?
2 days, coming over Monday.
Wait, so we're recording that in...
Oh.
Like a half week.
Half a week. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah, because is it Wednesday? No, it's Wednesday today.
I don't fucking know
Okay, good. Because
anymore.
I'm recording my video tomorrow, so then we were like, I was just trying to do the math of like, am I fucked?
Yeah.
We got, we finally just need to get James and Elise on because we wanted to have them on for forever, and we just like, the timing has been awful. Will is obviously going to be on.
Yeah.
Phil is obviously going to be on.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep the other ones as surprises.
We got a couple surpresas. Okay, we're going to get your Susan Wojcicki's, all right?
For sure. We're going to be mean to her.
Do you think she would ever come on the podcast?
No, I don't think so. I think she's open to talking to creators, but I don't think we're the creators to talk to.
Let's start the meme, the non-harassing meme. Guys, don't bug her.
No, this is going to be bad. We don't want...
Here's the thing, though. If she came on... We would ask her legitimate, hard-pressing questions about like monetization and copyright claiming YouTube business.
I don't want this pressure of asking the wrong or right questions or being too pressing to her.
That's true. My only thing is like I think that we would conduct ourselves really well in the interview and be really good to the community and ask the right shit. But then the next week, I would be making 20% on my AdSense.
What if we just surprise Nerd City here? Just like fully,
dude,
like,
fucking nerd
in.
comes out.
He comes out as Dr. Downvote.
Yeah.
All right, Susan.
And she just pepper sprays him right away. Do you think Susan knows who Nerd City is? Probably.
I think she knows him and hates him.
I am sure she does.
That's got to be. I'm not surprised why it seemed like even VidCon, which isn't YouTube, seemed a little like. This guy like they didn't like hate him or anything, but he's got this awesome cool guy like notoriety for things where it's like that's the guy that'll fuck you, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I would love it.
Love him,
I love Nerd. We'll get him on sometime when he's in town here. I don't even fucking know where he lives.
Last time he was in town was I think November of last year. So it's just, and I think we were both gone, so it just didn't work out. That's the big thing is like with you doing the tour and me traveling, where it's like we want guests on, and it's like, oh, we're only back at the place for 2 weeks. We also need to stock up podcasts, enjoy ourselves, and make our own videos. So it's hard to be like, can they come over this day?
Mm-hmm. Feels bad.
We're bad at doing this.
We got to get some boys to visit too. We got to get Joe Dumas coming and visit. Got to get Curtis coming in and visit and stuff.
We should have Curtis on the podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Not that I directly didn't want Joe on the podcast. That sounded like I was like, yeah, Joe and Curtis. Yeah. Curtis should definitely be on.
You 50% there, guy.
I would love to meet Joe. You've met all my hometown boys pretty much.
Yeah, I got a couple deep South boys that you got backwoods babies you got to meet.
They walk in, couple of city boys. Huh?
Joe is way more fresh in style and music and overall class than I ever was.
You called him a deep
South boy.
You got any more preguntas for us?
Yes. Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson asks, when do we end the podcast?
Now?
I would agree.
What do you guys think?
Leave your comments down below. Tony, you want to like cut one of us off at one of those?
Tony, that would be hilarious if you cut it not here.
Tony,
but
listen to
then.
me.
Tony,
I want you to cut me off.
Tony, cut back to my camera.
Listen.
And so just keep it on me. I'm your brother. You have to listen to me.
Tony, this is the one time
Tony,
of the week.
cut back to me even though Gus
that
was
I
just
get
talking.
to actually talk to you.
Tony, cut back to me after Gus
Can I
said
just
that.
say, before I go, can I just say.
Tony, just cut back to me and end the podcast right here. Thanks.
Tony, how you been, man?
He can't answer.
He's cutting on me right now. Beep. He'll do that.
He'll do that?
He'll do that. That's Tony's voice reveal. It's just at the end. He just goes right into your Logitech microphone that plugs into the pink headphone jack in the back of your tower case. He just goes, beep.